The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Warren Buffett. Imagine those small daily routines, seemingly harmless, quietly weaving a web that could either propel you forward or hold you back. Today we delve into how these minor habits accumulate, forming barriers that impede both personal and professional growth. Understanding and adjusting these habits is crucial for anyone looking to enhance their productivity and success. Now let's unravel these chains one link at a time. Imagine your day as a canvas. Without a routine, it's just a splash of colors without form. When there's no structure to our days, it can feel like being adrift in a sea of chaos. Tasks overlap, deadlines sneak up, and personal time, well, that often gets lost in the shuffle. The result? A day that feels both busy and unproductive, leaving you drained and dissatisfied. Think of a routine as the frame that holds the canvas of your day in place. It's not just about blocking out time for work. It's about creating spaces for meals, exercise, relaxation, and personal development. This isn't merely about keeping busy, but about ensuring each part of your life receives the attention it deserves. By establishing a structured daily schedule, you set clear boundaries. Work time becomes more focused, relaxation more refreshing, and personal development more deliberate. Each element of your day is given a place and a purpose. Structure breeds productivity. Let's paint a masterpiece of a day. Perfection is the enemy of progress. In the pursuit of excellence, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of perfectionism. This relentless quest can be utterly paralyzing. Consider the software industry, where tech giants often adopt a release early, iterate often philosophy. This approach emphasizes the importance of ongoing improvement over the elusive goal of perfection from the outset. Many trailblazers and innovators share a common trait. They prioritize progress over perfection. They understand that making continuous improvements, learning and adapting from each iteration, is far more valuable than waiting to launch a flawless product that might never come to be. Embracing imperfections does not mean settling for mediocrity. It means recognizing the beauty and potential in the unfinished and the imperfect. It's about learning from each misstep and evolving, which is essential for growth and innovation. Perfection isn't the goal. Improvement is. Multitasking might seem efficient, but it's often a productivity killer. The allure of doing multiple tasks at once is strong. It whispers promises of saved time and increased output. However, the reality is far less glamorous. Studies consistently show that multitasking can reduce productivity by as much as 40%. It scatters our focus, leading to more errors and less quality work. The truth is, our brains aren't wired to handle multiple tasks effectively. When we switch from task to task, there's a cognitive cost, something researchers call the switching cost. This cost involves the time and mental energy it takes to shift gears between tasks, which cumulatively can lead to significant inefficiencies. Instead of succumbing to the multitasking myth, try batching similar tasks together. This technique minimizes the switching cost and helps maintain a high level of focus and consistency in your work. By dedicating blocks of time to similar activities, you streamline your process and enhance your efficiency. Focus on one task at a time for true efficiency. Ever felt drowned by your own to-do list? It's an all too common scenario where the tool meant to organize us becomes a source of chaos. Overly complex to-do lists can quickly become overwhelming, turning what should be a productivity booster into a daunting barricade. The irony is stark. The more items we cram onto our list, the less we tend to accomplish. This happens because an overloaded list can dilute our focus, spreading our energies too thin across too many tasks. It's like trying to run in a dozen directions at once. You end up going nowhere fast. So, how do we cut through this clutter? Start by simplifying your list. Break down large projects into manageable, actionable steps. Prioritize these tasks based on their importance and urgency. This strategy not only clears the mental fog, but also sets a clear direction, allowing for focused energy and better execution. Remember, a to-do list should serve as a roadmap, not a roadblock. Keep it simple, keep it focused, and keep it moving. Procrastination is the art of keeping up with yesterday. Procrastination. Often disguised as a brief respite, yet it stealthily steals away not just hours, but days. What drives this sly intruder? Fear of failure, the daunting quest for perfection, and a sheer lack of interest are frequent culprits. Each procrastinator tells a tale of just one more minute or "I'll start tomorrow." But as the clock ticks, so does the opportunity for progress. To break free from procrastination's grasp, start by acknowledging the underlying reasons. Is it fear of not being perfect? Or perhaps the task seems uninspiring? Once identified, tackle procrastination with small, manageable goals. These bite-sized objectives are less intimidating and easier to conquer. Rewarding oneself for each small victory can also fuel motivation. A little self-recognition for completing tasks can transform the once daunting journey into a series of gratifying achievements. Remember, the perfect moment to start doesn't exist in the nebulous future. It's right now. Start today, not tomorrow. Progress awaits. In an age where information is at our fingertips, so are distractions. The digital world offers boundless opportunities for learning and connection, yet it also presents a substantial challenge to our productivity. Unchecked technology use can lead to endless scrolling and time wasted on trivial activities, which ultimately hampers our progress. Let's explore how we can reclaim our focus from the digital grasp. One effective strategy is to establish tech-free zones and times. Imagine having dinner with family or brainstorming session at work without the constant pings and buzzes of notifications. These deliberate pauses can significantly enhance our engagement and quality of interactions. Additionally, technology itself offers tools to help us manage its use. Apps that track and limit screen time can be allies in our quest to use technology wisely. By setting limits on these apps, we can prioritize essential tasks and allocate our time more effectively. Remember, the goal is not to eliminate technology, but to harness its power effectively. Control technology before it controls you. Thinking too much leads to paralysis by analysis. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, it's easy to fall into the trap of overthinking. When we overanalyze every possible outcome, decision-making becomes not just a hurdle, but a towering barrier. This paralysis can leave us stuck, pondering options and scenarios while precious time ticks away. The key to overcoming this is simplification. Break down decisions into smaller, manageable steps. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? Often, the fear of potential outcomes is more daunting than the outcomes themselves. By minimizing the weight of each decision, the process becomes less intimidating. Action is the antidote to overthinking. Set time limits for decision-making to prevent the endless loop of analysis. Once the time is up, it's time to decide and move forward. Embrace the concept of good enough rather than perfect, and allow yourself to learn from each step forward, adjusting as necessary. Think less, act more. Decisiveness drives progress. We've explored several common habits that might be holding you back. From the chaotic absence of a routine to the deceptive allure of multitasking, each habit we've discussed has the potential to significantly stifle progress. The trap of perfectionism might seem like a high standard, but it's often a hurdle to real achievement. Similarly, the complexity of oversized to-do lists can leave you overwhelmed, not organized. Moreover, the lure of procrastination often disguises itself as a harmless delay, yet it systematically erodes your productivity and focus. And let's not forget about the distraction of technology, which, while essential, can often lead to productivity paralysis when not managed properly. Each of these habits forms subtle chains that over time can weigh down even the most ambitious individuals. The good news? These chains are not unbreakable. By establishing structured routines, embracing imperfections, simplifying tasks, and setting clear boundaries with technology, you can start to forge new, empowering habits. Now imagine the impact of changing just one of these habits. Picture the clarity and efficiency that could emerge from such a transformation. This is not just about avoiding negative habits, but about embracing a lifestyle that continually fosters growth and success. It's time to take action. Reflect on the habits discussed today and commit to adjusting or completely overhauling at least one. Start small if you need to, but start today. Unlock your potential by breaking these chains. Remember, great habits forge great futures. Keep pushing, keep evolving.